Earlier in the week, you guys, I played an interview from Pierre Thomas, ABC News, interviewing Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn. It was a very emotional interview where he really described what happened on that day, January 6th, in the insurrection of our nation's capital. As a matter of fact, let me play it for you because we have Officer Dunn on the Frank Ski Show with Nina Brown right now. But first, take a listen to this.
There were so many calls on the radio. Priority, help. Somebody's trapped. We need help. Shots fired. We were told to get helmets, riot helmets. That was new. You just see a sea of people, Trump flags, Confederate flags, thin blue line flags, don't tread on me flags. And then you look down and you see officers fighting with these people, pepper spray, smoke grenades, gas grenades, pepper balls being thrown by everybody, flashbangs. We fought with these people who were prepared for a fight. They had on gas masks, they had on body armor, they had on two-way radios, they had on tactical gear, bulletproof vests. They were ready to go. I was scared. I was absolutely scared. I'm on this platform. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'7". I'm this giant person. And we had our guns out, and I'm thinking, all these people out there, they're armed too. And I'm like, I'm gonna get shot. They're gonna take me out. I remember at one point I said, how is this gonna end? We got dozens of officers down, and you got the nerve to be holding the Blue Lives Matter flag. I thought they were gonna have a moment where they came to and they realized, like, yo, what are we doing? But like they instantly snapped out of it, and they said, nah, we're doing this for you. We're doing this for you. And as one of the guys kept walking by, the other one pulled out his badge and said, trust me, I understand. We're doing this for you, buddy. And he's got a badge. He shows me his badge. She had on a pink MAGA shirt. He said, hey, this voted for Joe Biden, guys. Hey, everybody, this voted for Joe Biden. They said, you. Everybody joined in with him. Everybody wants to say that it was about politics and everything, but it was a large number of people in that crowd that were racist. It wasn't just a mob or a bunch of thugs, you know. They were terrorists. They tried to disrupt this country's democracy. That was their goal. And you know what? Y'all failed. It's just a cloud of smoke, water bottles, broken flag poles, everything in the rotunda. Just laying there on the floor.
The rotunda.
The rotunda.
The pinnacle
of the American democracy. And all this stuff is there. And I sat down with a good friend of mine. So I said, is this America? What the hell just happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest on the Frank Ski Show with Nina Brown. We talked about this man the other day and put out a call for him to call us. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard his story on ABC News. New York Times has an article about him, and his heroics saved our country, along with several other Capitol Police officers that day. Officer Dunn is on the phone with us right now. Welcome to the Frank Ski Show with Nina Brown, my friend.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. I truly appreciate you all sharing my story. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So I'll tell you this, my friend. When I was watching it on television unfold, we're talking about the insurrection on January 6th, I was scared watching the television.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what you all were going through down at the Capitol.
Frank, I was scared also. A lot of my coworkers were scared also. But at that moment, we didn't have time to think about fear. It was survive and do our job. So
I'm most proud of you guys doing your job in a way that I had never seen before. You were so outnumbered by the thousands to one, and it just kept coming and coming in waves, and you all held your composure. At any time, it could have gotten bloody if people would have started shooting, and it was just crazy. I wanted to get you on the phone really just to say thank you today.
You know, Frank, I truly appreciate that. You and Nina, thank you so much. I was reluctant, honestly, to call in. I don't want to make this seem to be on some kind of media tour or anything like that. It's not what this is about. Just speaking up and telling the truth about what happened that day, and sharing some of the stories and some feelings of some of my coworkers and myself. So I'm humbled, and I'm just thankful for you sharing my story.
We're speaking with Officer Harry Dunn of the Capitol Police. He was there the day of the insurrection. He now has an article that is in the New York Times, been interviewed by ABC News. He's drawing a lot of attention, and we got some more questions for you, Officer Dunn. Nina?
You know, I've seen a lot of comments on social, and if you weren't there, it's so hard to really, truly put yourselves in the shoes of the officers who were there on the front line. And like Frank said earlier, I just need to reiterate, you guys were outnumbered so much. So when people say, well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? It really boils down to you guys were so outnumbered. It's like one versus a group of people who were armed, angry, who were just having all of these emotions were running on high. And like you said, you were running off of adrenaline.
That's what it was. It was adrenaline. You know, we were outnumbered, but if you think about it, that's how being a police officer is. You're outnumbered as it is, let alone in that one area at one time with people that had bad intentions. So I give nothing but hats off to the Metropolitan Police Department as well as the Capitol Police officers. We did a fantastic job, and I'm really proud to work with those guys. So,
Officer Dunn, are your parents still living?
Yeah, they are.
What was the conversation like, especially with your mom?
You know, she was worried, obviously. Me being myself, I didn't go into much detail about everything that happened. I'm good. I'm okay, Ma. My parents, my mom, I'm sure like a lot of other parents out there, always worried about their kids, their babies. But yeah, very worried, very concerned. I just always promise them I'm going to be okay, though. So,
have you had any second thought since the insurrection happened about what your career path looks like at this point? Like, do you second guess what you do for a living?
Nah. Not at all. I enjoy helping people. I feel like I do it for the right reason. So that's why I actually became a police officer.
At any point, did you feel somebody let you all down? It just looked to us like it was just, we almost weren't ready. But I know you guys do this all the time.
The people that let us down was American citizens, the way that they responded and the way that they acted out and responded to lies. I'm not going to go too much into that, but I was real disappointed in that side of America, which has always been here. It showed its ugly face again, and fortunately we were able to step up to the challenge to keep them from getting what they wanted. So
a lot of the officers have nightmares, and they're still waking up in the middle of the night with the thoughts of it. How are you handling everything?
I'm okay. Talking about it when I want to, on my terms, is therapeutic for me. And I hope that I'm able to inspire other people to talk about their feelings. You know, there's a huge stigma on mental health and how it's a bad thing. This is very important. You got to take care of yourself mentally to be able to function at any level.
Amen.
And it's not a bad thing. Talk to somebody. Get help. Even if you think you're okay, just go talk to somebody.
Well, listen, Officer Harry Dunn, again, thank you for calling in, because I just felt wrong talking about you and knowing you're right here in the city.
I appreciate it. Like,
you know what I mean?
I got a lot of friends out there, and my phone was blowing up. Hey, they talking about you on the. So shout out to my friends. Thank you. I got a huge support system, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So thank you.
All right,
we
brother.
truly honor and salute you. Thank you for your service of these 13 years. Thank you for your bravery and your courage that day. Thank you for being brave enough to continue on to protect and uphold us in the DMV. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So thank you.
All right. When everything opens back up, my friend, we got a beer on me, okay?
Let's do it. Let's do
it, man. I'm looking forward to it, brother. It's 96.3 WHUR. Take care, Officer Dunn. Thank you again.